And that's because it's playoffs. But wait, they're already in pick ban. I distracted you.
Oh, man.
I distracted you from this Quinn Fiddlesticks. They must be trolling us.
I mean, it's Miami. They're up 2-0. They're just limit testing at this point, right?
Yes, they are.
I mean, hold on. Maybe it's not too troll. Hold on.
No, like...
Because the Quinn is a really strong counter matchup into the Renekton. It's probably why they picked it.
No, definitely. And that it's a Chinese pro thing that we've seen Bin and Zoom do. So when Renekton gets first pick, they're practicing. Can Lucent really abuse a really great Renekton player? Because we know that chicken delivery is exactly that. And we saw that Samira getting locked in response to a Caitlyn pick. The Lulu comes in for a Luros. We've seen that multiple times. Answered by a Blitzcrank. So Samira, Blitzcrank. Do you have any experience with Samira? What are your thoughts on the champion going into this game?
Well, I know Samira, depending on how early they drafted it. Well, actually, no, I take that back.
I think it was 4.
One thing I've noticed when I was playing in competitive with the Samira pick is that she hard counters Ornn. Like you cannot play Ornn into Samira.
Yeah.
Because you will never get an engage off. Projectiles, right. And I know that Samira's passive is... I don't know exactly how it works, but apparently she works off of other people's CC. If someone gets CC, she knocks them up with her passive or something. I don't know what specifically. I haven't played the champion myself quite yet,
right?
Except for one jungle Samira game where I hard fed. But we don't talk about that.
And on top of Samira, I think it needs one more nerf. I think it's actually getting one. This is Game 3 of Day 1, Round 1 of the League Saturday Series playoffs, where the winner of this series is in the money. Cac, this is a money game for Miami.
And they're looking for a cheesy invade. Unfortunately, Laser King is ready for this. Drops the ward in the tri-bush, sees that they're trying to go for this cheesy invade. Unfortunately, Blitzcrank won't find anybody.
You know what I haven't seen out of Miami, and we've seen almost everything out of this team? Level 1 late invade on the red buff, the enemy red buff, when you are this red side here. We see a lot of pro teams do it. They draft things like Lilia, who can go kill Raptors, get level 2 and then win the fight. But even if you don't have a Lilia, say you have a Nidalee or Graves or something, you can still late invade that red buff. And it's another split map type situation like we saw in Game 1. I have yet to see Miami late invade that red buff. So something to look out for in the future. I wonder if that's in their wheelhouse. I'm sure it is. But we got some bush hook.
Some cheese shenanigans. Cleave with the great Blitzcrank pull. But forces the flash onto Aileros.
And actually, not a necessary flash whatsoever. That's pretty much the brunt of their combos, getting yanked into the Samira. I think if you just run away, you get maybe one more Samira auto, maybe an auto Q or something, but you'd be able to regen there. So wasted flash by Aileros there. Just got completely bamboozled and spooked.
Yeah, really crazy. Just Blitzcrank cheese, Blitzcrank shenanigans. That's just how you gotta play it. Oh, and the level 2 advantage coming in from Luigi Mesh in a pause.
Troy said, bug, I don't get hit by anything. Miami University, they're digging so deep into their champion pools. This is like maybe plan like J for them, these 5 champions. And we'll have to see if they can pull out a dub here as Galio able to stand up to the set, but...
And it would seem like Troy won, and it's finally going to accept the fact that he did just get level 2'd on. That's why he got engaged on, so no bug there.
And I sort of dislike the Evelyn pathing. She's pathing top to bot, right? And Fiddlesticks first on the map.
We see a gank bot lane, but the bot lane from Miami is not level 2 yet. And so Fiddlesticks is just going to have to walk away.
So Fiddle did his full blue side into bot gank, and Evelyn did her full blue side into her red side now. So Evelyn will come out ahead in farm, and Fiddle's looking for another visit.
I'm looking at this mid lane right now. Unfortunately, it's going to get... Galio's got that 6th sense, so he's going to dodge that gank here.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a transition gank. He's now going to go into his own red side, and Evelyn first to full clear. She should be able to get that bot crab, and maybe could give a look to the bot lane. The only thing is, your Evelyn is pathing top to bot into your Kate Lulu lane when you could be pathing bot to top into the Renekton lane. Evelyn needs to be with the Renekton. You can't itemize against this. If you buy Mercs, Renekton's gonna eat you. If you buy Tabbies, you're gonna get chain CC'd for too long, you're gonna die. This Evelyn Renekton duo can abuse Lucent's Quinn, even with cleanse. I need to see activity from Evelyn with her Renekton, but for now, she's going to go for this bot crab, which she's perfectly happy to full clear in a bot crab. Don't get me wrong. And she is ahead in farm, and we'll be able to 2v2 here if that is the case.
And Luigi Mesh is going to actually use the Justice Punch into Troy 1. And because he gets feared, he's unable to flash out. Great first blood secure going over to Miami University.
Yeah, man, I'm a big D with the flash fear. There's no counterplay, and Set doing a great job holding his W that whole time. Waiting for the fear guarantees the W, and that's how you 2v2. It's unwinnable for the Evelyn Galio, especially since Evelyn was a bit late. Because of the reliability of just clicking on someone, they are now feared. Guarantees the W. Great job by Miami.
And here we see Chicken Delivery on this Renekton looking to be aggressive, but because Quinn just can counter and just use the vault every single time Renekton tries to be aggressive, he can't stick to the Quinn. This is why Quinn is an answer into Renekton.
Yeah, and I don't play either of these champions top, so I'm not really sure exactly how this matchup goes. But we do see 2v2 top and a 1v1 in the mid. Evelyn is with the Renekton and possibly tower diving, but Mayama Big D is there to look. Here's the 2v2.
And he's just going to take some Q damage from the Evelyn, but he doesn't care. He's sucking Krugs, getting himself some HP.
And there's no better time to be taking Krugs, am I right? Evelyn's looking to go and try brush. Maybe I'll counter jungle Krugs while you stack a wave and then we'll die, but Fiddle's already there. Oh.
And there's looking like another 1v1 here in the mid lane. And Troy 1 flashes forward, probably not necessary, but the second Q from his passive is going to be enough damage to finish off the Galio.
Luigi Mesh. Dancing with the devil with that.
Oh, but here comes the Renekton. He's going to use the showstopper, bringing Renekton back into the turret, but he's still has the level 6 advantage. I don't know if Chicken Delivery wants to fight this. Remember, Troy 1 has the Haymaker. Go back, Director Tool, please. And Renekton's going to flash forward. He gets the kill, gets level 6.
Chicken Delivery wins the melee duel. The brawlers in the mid lane did not even have ultimate, but that's probably why Troy took the fight. It looked to me like with fleet footwork and Ghost, Troy was going to be able to kite in and out of the Renekton and win that.
And another thing is the bot lane of York University are just too far up without vision. There's a pink ward in that river bush. And Laser King, unfortunately, is going to get taken down here. Blitzcrank hook onto the flashless Lulu. Great kills going over to Miami University. Good tracking of the timers. Aeolus' flash was not up for a good 10 seconds there.
And this Fiddle has, as we see the replay here, so Renekton wins that fight, but you're crashing the bot wave. So York University needs to kill this wave and get it in. This is their most vulnerable time. If Blitzcrank decides to set them up for a gank, it's the time window. So we see Fiddle is in the blue quadrant in this replay. Oh, the minimap is not synced to the replay. But yeah, if you're looking to crash the wave, you need to be aware of jungle ganks. And I think if a Fiddle can gank you pre-6, you are making major awareness errors because his lack of tools. He was flashless. It was the Blitzcrank flash setting up a walk up to you, silence, fear you. That gank is not potent enough to get most really high-level bot lanes that are extremely aware of what's going on in the game.
Especially since the Lulu is flashless. She needs to be respectful of that engage. And now, here we go, like Zerking is also himself is going to be losing his flash as well. So this is just another lane that Fiddlesticks is going to look to constantly engage himself onto. And here we're looking for more cheese. Blitzcrank is going to use the Hex Flash. He Hex Flashes into the bush so that they can't see him. Runs right at Caitlyn, going for the knockup, but Caitlyn here's with using her range, finding a lot of damage. And here, looking at the mid lane, Troy 1 is looking for an engage onto Luigi Mash. Luigi Mash uses the taunt to force and slow Troy 1, preventing damage from coming through. But there's just aggression in the mid and bot lane. There's an aggression all over the map. In here, like you said in Champ Select, Evelyn is now on that top side. They're looking to make that 2v2 play onto Lucent. Lucent doesn't have cleanse. And so here comes the stun. Okay. Lucent's going to have to force the flash to get out.
His cleanse was down. If that charm hits, he dies 1,000%. So
right.
Now he's cleanseless and flashless. You need to come back, Flare Pyre. You need sack everything else. What's most important is denying Quinn of minions, getting plates, getting Renekton a kill would be great, getting Herald. Just commit to the top side.
Oh, and Troy 1 is going to pull in the Galio, looking for more damage here. Hex Slash again from Cleave, gets the hook onto Lulu, but Lulu has flash this time. Does she need to use it? She's going to burn it. But lots of damage. The Samira ultimate doing massive damage as well. Fiddlesticks with the Crow Storm going in. Silences and is draining the kill onto Lulu, but pops the stopwatch. Will he be able to get out if Blitzcrank walks up there and
he
takes the
did.
tower?
Blitz went and took aggro. Look at his health.
Very well played from Miami here to turret dive that. Oh, and like we see here in that interaction, even though Quinn did use the vault, the stun was still able to go off. Mid lane, more action as well. Troy 1 taking some damage onto Luigi Mash, but unfortunately, here comes Evelyn.
He has Merc Treads. He does not care about these two, and that's why Set is so good here. You're in a double AP, you rush Merc Treads. He already has a No Magic Mantle on top of it. He's not afraid of that Evelyn whatsoever.
And that's just the power of Set mid, especially into a team that drafted double jungle mid AP.
Exactly, so don't gank your AP lane. Use your Galio to go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Fight somebody who can't afford to buy Merc Treads, like Quinn.
And so here we see it looking like Galio is looking to make a play up in the top lane. Ultimate is up. Set is resetting right now, but if he walks through here, oh, he's just going for a River Bush. They see that the Set has chosen to go for the reset.
Fiddle's going to get his red, get Krugs, and then have a presence in top lane while...
Chicken Delivery using the Cutlass to deny the Lucent recall, but he's going to use the Ruthless Predator and stun a minion.
Yep, you know, when you're an angry crocodile, sometimes you just want to stun something, and you can't ever get your hands on Quinn, so take your anger out on the minion.
Oh, but here's Mayama Big T. He's up here in the top lane. They know that he burnt the Cutlass. He's going to have to force the Dominance early to give himself some extra rage, but the Crow Storm comes through. Fear into the knockback. Chicken Delivery has no way to outplay this.
And Mayama Big D is walking up to people and channeling Crow Storm right in front of them while they have no way to get out. It's kind of sad. Yeah, Chicken Delivery flashless there. And we saw him greed for that push. It's such an awkward lane state. Oh,
and here we see some bot lane action. Troy 1 as well here. He's going to pop the Showstopper, gets the knock onto Laser King. The ultimate from the Wild Growth is not going to do anything to keep Laser King alive, but Flare Pass able to get the return kill onto IBN's Samira here. So 1-for-1 in the bot lane, even though the jungler was committed to the top side, but Galio Luigi Mash just didn't seem to move.
and in hindsight, as the observer, a Polymorph...
Oh, and a Cleave gets a hook onto Flare Pie here. Polymorph coming in from the Lulu, but the tenacity from Set. The Polymorph means nothing. Flash coming through to dodge the Galio Justice Punch.
No respect for Cleave's hook.
And he's just running right back at Luigi Mash. Here comes the Caitlyn ultimate. He's going to have to pop the Haymaker to give himself the shield to mitigate the damage.
Lots of misplays here in the bot lane for York University. That's all I'm going to say. Which is easy for us to say. We have full information, full vision. We're not in the heat of the moment, and we're not getting pressured by this Miami team. But that was just not properly played, and Miami up 5K.
Yeah.
And I think Evelyn needs to use Drake. So Miami wants Drakes, right? Miami always gets Drakes. Okay. Give up Drake. When Drake goes down, you better be on the top half of the map and go kill Quinn.
Right, because Renekton is your shining point. This is the champion that you want to get you through that early mid game. The champion that gets you to that late game team fighting, so you can use the Lulu to power up your carries.
And we see how Quinn hasn't committed to tier 2 boots. She can't go Tabbies or Mercs yet. I know she wants to rush her item, but it's because you have AD AP top. It has to happen. It has to be the Renekton. There is no other option.
Right.
But Troy, he understands this too.
Oh, and unfortunate for Flare Pie there. They just randomly found him in the jungle. That's just unfortunate for him. And here goes the Crow Storm. Finds the Suppress and the ultimate from Troy 1 onto the Galio. They're just running around the map killing people now.
They are just running around the map killing people. Keck, you nailed it on the head. That analysis is absolute fire.
Thank you. Thank you, Diddy.
I'm serious. Spot on with that analysis. And we see bounties on the top half. The half of the map that's supposed to be strong when you draft Renekton. Evelyn is just behind, and this Quinn pick is working out like a charm. Has Flash, has Cleanse, not going to be easy to kill. Cleave is just target practice here in bot lane. And Flare Pyre trying to, what is it called? Salvage this lane. and I'm not sure if that's the right play.
Oh, and the Blitzcrank hole onto the Lulu, again, forcing her flash.
Go in, Samira, go crazy.
Here comes Samira, popping the ultimate, looking for a return kill. Galio teleporting down into this bot lane to stop Troy's roam, but Troy won. Maybe he's biting up more than he could. Haymaker does so much damage. He is now on a killing spree, and now IBN is going deep for the Caitlyn kill, and Galio's trying to get a return kill onto Troy 1 as well. But Samira does so much damage. The taunt, shutdown, double kill going over to Luigi Mash on this Galio here.
Luigi Mash, more like Luigi Bash for the double kill with the Galio passive auto. Great job, good punish, good being on the map by Galio. Great job here. We see this skirmish where...
Oh, but AD carry forgot that there was a Fiddlesticks in the game.
Bien goes a bit deep here, right, on Samira. Naturally, as a champion, kind of has to go in to give value, but puts her in between Galio and the tower and Lulu. And they're able to win out in that situation.
And here comes Lucen going for the tower dive onto Renekton. But even with the cleanse to get out of the stun, he's still going to die to the tower.
So you saw he E's. He gets the W on the E. I think if he insta-cleanses it, he could maybe run out of there. I think that was a bit slow, but man, my Big E is just eating.
Oh, and again, the team of Miami are just walking into the jungle, and they find Flare Pie. Unfortunately for him, the Galio is not fast enough. And they're trying to steal away the red buff, but the team of York doesn't want to give it away for free. Oh, into Crowstorm. Crowstorm finds no. Oh, but the Blitzcrank hook pulls the Caitlyn into the Crowstorm. Exhaust going on to Mayamo Big D here. It's going to be a shutdown going over to Laser King's Caitlyn. But here's Troy 1 looking for more damage, but he's going to walk straight into a trap.
I'll say it, Keck. I'm going to call him out.
And Laser King secures the red buff.
How? With what? Oh,
with the Peacemaker.
This was a disrespectful Crowstorm with no setup, and it gets punished. Great job, York University.
And now we look at here. Galio's a bit too far up. Justice Punch trying to get out. Hey, Showstopper's going to bring him back. Oh, and now we look at bot lane action. Evelyn getting a kill onto the Blitzcrank. But Samir's going in with the ultimate. Caitlyn's running away from
He can do it again.
Here comes the 1v3, but unfortunately not able to find the mark. But Aeliora's double buff transfer complete.
And this is a Bloodthirster rush.
Oh, but here comes Lucence. Gets the kill onto Lulu. These double buffs are not going anywhere. They want to just... I mean, they're going everywhere.
This Fiesta-style game, oh my god.
Oh, and here comes Big D with the Crowstorm onto the Renekton here, but he's under the dirt, forces the Dominus. He's running for his life, and Big D is just taunting him. But the Blade of the Ruin King comes through, stun coming as well. Oh, he's forcing the stopwatch, the Zonias, and he's still chasing down him. Here comes the silence. Troy 1 popping the ghost, running straight for chicken delivery. He's tanky, man. He doesn't care that there's a tower there. He flashes forward, goes for the pull, but unable to find the mark. Chicken delivery is going to be able to get out.
That's well played by chicken delivery there, and maybe an overstep to try to flash that for Troy when the Renekton, what's it called? Slash and dash? Reaping something? The caster's always...
Slice and dice.
Slice and dice.
Slice and dice.
He still had the slice, so you can't flash on him. If he's quick enough, he will avoid it.
Right.
But Miami just Crowstorming on cooldown and invading jungle, finding looks. Lucen on Quinn loves this Fiesta-style game.
And Blitzcrank just loves to pull whoever he wants this game. Everyone is a good target for him to pull. And here comes Lucen going for an engage onto Caitlyn. So much damage from the lethality, but here comes the Wild Growth from Lulu. Blown up by Flare Pie and Laser King here. Big damage going down onto the Quinn, thinking she could really blow her up, but unfortunately she can't.
Another disrespectful look by Miami University without setup.
Oh, but here comes the flash from Cleave. He looks for an engage. And here comes the Galio ultimate. Again, like you said, another disrespectful engage from Miami here.
And they could have been getting Infernal this whole time. So, a little bit of relaxing and maybe funsies from Miami.
Definitely looks like a solo queue game at this point.
Definitely does. Which is great for Quinn if she's not 1v3.
Oh, is Mayama Big D going to go for another one of those Crowstorms?
Is Mayama Big D going to go for a Crowstorm? Keck, just watch. He's doing it to Dragon.
Crowstorms the Dragon.
He's just Crowstorming everything that looks at him wrong.
Oh my gosh.
He's getting his reps in, that's
but
for sure.
Here's Lucen looking for another engage onto Caitlyn here. And Troy 1 looking to run down the team, but walks into a trap, unfortunately. This set is so fast. He has Ghost. He has his Q to speed up when he runs at a champion. He has Dead Man's Plate.
Oh, yeah.
This champion is incredibly fast.
But I will say, I think, this is where Set is probably his strongest. At the end of the day, the scaling of Set is you kind of just get a tank that can play make, which is great, but not the hardest scaling mid laner in the world. So you could even argue that Miami's comp falls off in comparison to the Kate Lulu scaling. There's no real hard tank to put up with the K crit, so I think if I'm sorry.
Oh, and Blitzcrank's gonna steal the blue buff? Oh no, but he was close.
I think Laser King can carry this game with crits, and there could be a chance of the comp of Miami falling off. I'm looking for ways back into the game for York University. I think scaling is one of them. I think Lulu and Galio are stronger team.
Oh, here comes the Crow Storm onto Caitlyn. AD carried by herself.
Well, not anymore.
Oh, and the polymorph onto the Lucent here. Gonna deny some aggression. Blitzcrank going for a blind hook, hoping to find a target, but unable to find anything.
And Miami is actually going for kills instead of Herald here. They don't even care about Herald. Just gonna let it fade away and get
they're
eaten
just
by
padding
Baron.
they're just padding their stats. Here comes the Galio taunt, looking for an engage. Finds Mayama Big D. Blitzcrank hook finds Luigi Mash, pulls him back into the team, but he's just so tanky. Oh, but here's Chicken Delivery. While the rest of his team is still under tier 2 turret mid, he is all the way out here in no man's land.
Face check.
Oh, face check from Flare Pie forces the Galio ultimate to keep him safe.
Big D has Crow Storm.
He does.
And he didn't instantly use it. I don't know what happened to his R button, if it's broken or something, but I would have expected him to use it by now.
Forgot. I know, right? He's a Karthus player. I feel like his R button is his most important button.
Right. Oh, they are looking. It won't be long before he Crow Storms nothing, I'm pretty sure.
It'll happen at some point.
This is the most Chinese-looking game I've seen from Miami University. And the Chinese League of Legends is... Oh, man.
And here comes another ultimate. Oh, man.
Yep, they're just choking Vision out and using Fiddle to get over each and every wall, just diving everyone. My point was going to be about pacing and how Miami is playing such a fast pace this game. It kind of looks like a fiesta, but they know they just outplay. They win most situations. Troy, look at the Merc Treads. He's charmed for a half second, Polymorph for a quarter of a second. He might have Resolve Runes. He could have Unflinching. Is that the right rune?
Unflinching with Legend Tenacity, with Merc Treads. It's probably around 70% Tenacity.
Right, so that Charm doesn't last, the Polymorph doesn't last, and that set is just a beef tank. Pretty hard to stop with that double AP.
Especially since he's not even building that much MR. He just has Merc Treads. He just has a Spectra's Cowl. But most of his items are armor items.
Right. He will be the hardest target for Caitlyn to kill. And Fiddlesticks just one-shots Kate. It's really hard. I don't think you can even polymorph the Fiddle fast enough to save your Kate at this point.
No, you'd have to have QSS for yourself or Mikhail's to block the Fear before you can cast your polymorph. Because if you're next to Caitlyn when he Crow Storms in, you're going to get Fear too.
And then you're both dead.
And then you're both dead. Precisely. Oh, and look at Galio. They're looking to dive him up there in the top lane. Let me see. Yep, here comes the teleport from Chicken Delivery to defer this dive.
You're TPing top, but Drake's up in 40. So there's your macro loss, I think.
Not to mention Quinn can just pop ult and just run down there.
Fiddle is setting up Drake. It's a 2-3 split. 2 members top here, Lucent and Troy.
And here we look at this. Mayama Big D is looking for the Crow Storm, going mid lane. He gets the fear, he flashes forward. Flare Pie is going to get feared. Here comes the Showstopper from Troy 1. He's deep in the backline, but look at Lucent. He's in the back, looking for a secure kill onto Flare Pie. He gets the kill. Troy 1 is able to take down the Evelyn. And Luigi Max trying to run for his life as well. But here's Renekton on the side. Pops the dominance. He's going deep. He looks for Samira. He gets the flash stun. She's CC'd for so long, but the Samira ultimate coming through. She's life-stealing so much. Killing spree going over to Troy 1. And here comes IPN. He's going to use the combos, and he's going in deep.
IBN slashing, dashing, and slashing the York University comp on this Samira, making it look like he's gotten his practice in. And I'm watching Set just soak this CC like it is absolutely nothing. This tenacious Troy here, just soaking everything, making it so easy. You saw Quinn flanking into like a 1v3. It's usually not the best Quinn look, by the way, but it works here. And the Fiddle Crowstorm was kind of troll. He didn't get the fear because he wasn't coming out of proper Fog of War and had to flash to even get the damage on them. Silences them in Zanya, so not the most proper Fiddle ultimate, but it doesn't matter. The gold lead is too much.
Oh, and the Red Bull's man, a big D is like, no, that Red Bull's mine.
I mean, who's the carry here? He has a level on Troy.
It's true. Oh, and here comes Luigi Mash, a little bit too far up again. And this is just Miami abusing these champions in the side lane.
Nice cleanse on the taunt. I think Galio needs to taunt her in the middle of her either, but I'm not even sure if that would have saved them at all.
No, Galio just shouldn't have been that far out. There's no turret to run back to, even if he were to get away.
Heck, we sound like a broken record. These guys should never be too far out against Miami, but they...
Oh, and here comes Set. He's looking for a showstopper. He hits the showstopper onto Caitlyn. Laser King's going to be pulled into the Crowstorm from Miami Big D. Great execution coming in from Miami. And Renekton is just too far up. It's just in a bad spot as well. This is going to be Baron going over to Miami here.
The way we're acting is like they should just be sitting in base. They can't go anywhere. Miami is just always there, getting over the walls. Troy can just run through everything. He's an absolute monster. His third item is going to be a Locket. What an absolute frontline unit, Troy here. And if this guy is an MVP, man, he's 3 games from Troy here. A Grandmasters player, by the way, showing us how the best of the best do it. And not on a sexy pick either. This is Set mid lane, a nerfed Set. People won't even take this champion top or jungle that often because of the nerfs, but Troy taking it mid, running what I believe to be full tenacity, and absolutely hard countering the double AP that York pulled out in their mid 2v2.
The thing is, Set is still actually a staple pick by LCK teams. We saw BDD still play the Set mid. We see even some LPL teams are still playing it at Worlds.
Yeah, but mid mostly, right?
Yeah, mostly mid. So it's nice to see that Troy and Miami as a whole are pulling out the Set mid here.
Yeah, it just makes them such a dangerous team to prep against. I'm in admiration of their just dedication to the game, their adaptability, their willingness to practice different styles. Oh, what a hook.
Wild Growth, not going to be able to do much. This
Big
might
taunt.
just be the kills here. Ultimate from Samira is actually doing so much damage even though she's not being able to move her champion around. Triple kill coming in for Samira. This might be the quadra kill. Quadra kill on Samira, looking for the penta. Going after Laser King. Is this the penta kill?
Penta kill!
And here we have it in the game 3 of Miami versus York University. IBN on the Samira is going to find a penta kill here to end the series.
A penta kill to get Miami in the money. That's going to be the game to advance them into the finals. The Nexus turrets will drop. That's going to be game over. Decisive victory. Miami, they do it all. It doesn't matter the champion, the style, the draft, the situation, the gold lead, the gold deficit. They find a way every time. Their macro is proper. Their Troy is huge. And they might just pick people out of the fountain here. Why not?
And they're just playing with their food. They're patting KDA. And are they going to end the game, or are they just
gonna walk away?
Oh, my.
They still win this and end, though.
Oh, here comes Miami Big D with the Crowstorm looking for more kills. Luigi Mash is running for his life. And the fear coming through, probably the Wild Growth onto the Caitlyn to keep her alive, but she is just getting deleted for the whole squad of Miami University. They don't even have their Samira. And another kill. Lucen's going to find the kill. Second AD carry of the team. Finds the kill onto the Galio. Renekton finds the Ruthless Predator stun onto Miami Big D, but he's going to flash out. The tank set finally goes down. Shut down for Caitlyn. But you know what? Miami just shut down your university.